Hello everyone, welcome to Inconvenient Truths. I'm your host, Jennifer Zeng. Today I'd like to talk about an ongoing case that has already become a legend. It is the latest news about Ruan Xiaohuan, who served as the chief engineer of the information security system for the 2008 Beijing Olympics. After mysteriously disappearing from the internet for nearly 2 years, word suddenly just came out that he had been sentenced to 7 years in prison for his online speech. Right now, he's appealing his 7-year sentence. Although he had managed to keep anonymous until several days ago, many people refer to him as the Chinese Cyber Prometheus, or the godfather of many Chinese netizens who learned how to jump over the CCP's great firewall from him. Well, his story or legend goes like this. In 2009, there appeared a blogger in China who called himself Program Think, or 编程随想 in Chinese. And this is his blog. Apart from a large number of articles about online safety and technology about how to jump over the CCP's Great Firewall, he also published a lot of other articles on improving thinking ability, popularizing political knowledge, and revealing the true face of the party state. He also provided the public with a large number of ebooks on politics, psychology, history, economics, management, sociology, literature, philosophy, science, population, and military affairs. And he has a Twitter account too. He soon became a very influential person among Chinese netizens as he taught people how to safely jump over the CCP's Great Firewall without being caught. His deep thoughts and the most marvelous techniques inspired so many people, and so many people regarded him as a mentor and enlightener. Some even say that he was the ideological mentor of most of the netizens who know how to climb over the Great Firewall. Some even say he was as dear as a father to them and a true hero. Anyway, he was regarded as the number one person and the most famous blogger who taught people how to break through the CCP's Great Firewall. But he suddenly stopped updating his blog on May 9th, 2021. He had previously said that if he was silent for more than 2 weeks, it meant he could have been caught or have died suddenly. So people knew something bad must have happened to him, but could hardly understand why. As his online security awareness was so strong, his skills were so good, as he kept teaching others how to go over the wall without getting caught or discovered. So it's hard for people to imagine how he actually got into trouble. Anyway, he just disappeared like that. Nobody knew where he was, what happened to him, or his true identity. So that was nearly 2 years ago. During these 2 years, many Chinese netizens still talk about him from time to time. Many people missed him too. Then, 3 days ago, on March 21st, a screenshot of a group chat suddenly appeared online. A lady in a community chat group says that she is Bei from Unit 701. Her husband is Ruan Xiaohuan, and his blogger name is Program Think, or 编程随想 in Chinese. Her husband was taken away by the police on May 10th, 2021, and was sentenced on February 10th, 2023. Right, 2023. Right now, he is helping him with appealing his sentence. On February 19th, she was blocked at her gate, and the police forcefully gave a talk to him for more than 2 hours. Obviously, they didn't want her to hire lawyers for her husband. So she was afraid that something could happen to her as well. So she asked her neighbors in the chat group to call her parents or her lawyers should something happen to her. She then said that her husband was the chief engineer of the information security system for the 2008 Beijing Olympics and had contributed a lot to this country. He is patriotic, she said. She also posted her lawyer's phone numbers for her neighbors to call. So this is the first time that people know who Program Think is, and people were shocked to know that he was also the chief engineer of the information security system for the 2008 Beijing Olympics. No wonder he knows so much about online safety. No wonder he knows how to jump over the Great Firewall. One netizen later revealed how he got caught. More than 10 years ago, he registered an account on a Chinese online database and social networking service called Douban with the same blogger name Program Think. He later deleted this account. However, Douban didn't delete his account information. They still kept it. So this became the final clue for the CCP to find them. This account information became his flaw, although he had been very cautious and had very advanced internet security techniques. He might have forgotten about this account that he hadn't used much. There are other people also raised another theory that actually he was caught because the big Western companies cooperation with the CCP using big data technology. So it is now confirmed that he is currently detained in the Yangpu District Detention Center in Shanghai. He was sentenced to 7 years by the Second Intermediate People's Court of Shanghai on February 10th this year. His lawyer, appointed by the court, did not disclose any details of his case to his family until the trial. After the first trial, he filed an appeal, and his wife hired 2 lawyers in Beijing, Mo Shaoping and Shang Baojun, to defend him. However, his wife was forcibly integrated by the police and couldn't reach the lawyers she hired, and the case has been transferred to the Shanghai High People's Court with legal aid lawyers already appointed. The court again appointed 2 official lawyers for him so that he couldn't hire his own. And this is his criminal judgment. It says, quote, from June 2009 to May 2021, the defendant Ruan Xiaohuan, due to his long-standing dissatisfaction with China's political system and social governance model, wrote over 100 fabricated and defamatory inciting articles using his personal computer and his place of residence. The content involved attacking and smearing China's existing political system, inciting subversion of state power, and attempting to overthrow the socialist system, and was published through overseas online platforms, resulting in a large number of netizens viewing, commenting, forwarding, imitating, and other adverse consequences, unquote. So he was basically charged with subversion of state power. I think this judgment is also an official confirmation of his online influence. The judgment also says that the police seized and confiscated quite a number of computers, cell phones, hard drives, USB drives, etc. from him. One netizen left a comment saying that he hopes that the police can keep these items so that they can become exhibits in future Chinese museums after the fall of the CCP. In the past 3 days, many Chinese people were circulating the latest news about him. For one, he was well known among internet savvy Chinese people and considered a legendary figure. And for two, it was also surprising and saddening to learn that he taught people how to bypass censorship and protect their anonymity online, only to be caught due to an oversight in his own account information or due to the big tech cooperation with the CCP. I'm sharing this news and his legacy here because I have many feelings about it too. First, he was the chief engineer of the information security system for the 2008 Beijing Olympics, so I feel that his situation deserves attention from the international community. Second, even someone who is very knowledgeable about network security technology like him can be arrested, which shows how much effort the CCP has put into internet control. Third, he was once entrusted by the CCP with the important task of ensuring information security for the 2008 Beijing Olympics. This indicates that he still had the trust of the party in 2008. If someone like him can become an enemy of the CCP just 1 year later, then Xi Jinping and other high-ranking communist officials should indeed have nightmares every day. How many such enemies are hidden within the CCP? How long can rule maintained by high pressure last? According to those who know him, Program Think actually had the opportunity to go abroad, but chose to stay in China to help more Chinese people learn how to climb over the Great Firewall and master safe internet technology while spreading the ideas of freedom and democracy. This is an early interview with him by a Chinese media outlet. He said he was someone who was passionate about new technology and only new technology could make him passionate. He also said, quote, "When we were born, the Communist Party was already corrupt. It practiced dictatorship, trampled on human rights, and sold out our land. This is the helplessness of our generation. When our children grow up, if the Communist Party is still the same or even worse, that will be the incompetence of our generation." Unquote. I believe it is exactly because of this kind of thinking and a sense of responsibility that made him stay in China at the risk of his life to do enlightenment work on cyber security and other critical thinking methods. I hope everyone can widely share this episode and let more people know about his story and call for his release so that he can regain his freedom as soon as possible. Well, that's all for today. If you like my content, please spread my channel and videos or go to my website at jenniferzengblog.com. That's jenniferzengblog.com. Sign up for a membership or make a donation to support my truth-telling efforts. Thank you. See you next week.